That's a Supreme Court decision on the ballot this past year. We weren't able to do so because it takes a two-thirds vote majority of the legislature and Republicans joining us, and they would not do that. So we had to go to the streets and gather signatures. We've done just that. So we have a countermeasure to this one that will destroy rent control and destroy inclusionary zoning in California, and that's the true homeowners protection law in the other ballot. So we'll be running a no yes campaign. Ted will be telling you more about that soon. But there are many things that all of us here can do, and it will be a Democratic vote in the Bay Area and in Los Angeles that will defeat this. So we shouldn't feel as though we're helpless. We shouldn't feel as though our little voice here won't be heard. We've seen any number of ballot measures fail in California as a result of an extraordinarily not only strong turnout in the Bay Area, but activists getting to the streets. And today we're going to have little seminars on what we can do. We're going to have speaker training and voter registration and all the things that go into a campaign. And that's what we're entering into. We're going full force into a campaign to defeat this thing. Keep in mind why this is calling for our vigilance is that with the defeat of Prop 90, we, the opposing forces, collectively raised and spent about $7 million on television to defeat it, $7 million. The proponents spent nothing on television, and we won by just a few points. This time around, these out-of-state billionaires who have put this forward say, and we have good information, reconnaissance will suggest, they're prepared to put 10 to 20 million this time into it on television, confusing voters so they'll vote against their own best interests. Now, even the California Apartment Association is not pleased with this. The San Francisco Apartment Association is not pleased with this. The Howard Jarvis folks, the front people for these billionaires, never consulted with the landlords. The landlords don't want this fight. They're not supporting this because they know Californians support rent control, and they're going to get a big black eye out of this. So there's a lot of work to do. Bless your hearts for being here. I know that you know the urgency of the matter. And as the author of San Francisco's inclusionary zoning ordinance that mandates that a percentage of all new residential development in San Francisco be below market rate, it's at risk as well. So I've got some skin in the game here, and we can't let this happen. And I'm very confident that with all of your efforts, the leadership of the tenants union, and all the collaborative efforts, we're going to have a broad coalition of environmentalists who will work night and day to defeat this because it threatens environmentalism. If you care about clean air and clean water, we'll be working on this to defeat it. And keep in mind, the bigger picture here, just as we see what the Republicans are doing in Sacramento, starving the state for cash, so that we literally see the dismantling of state government, the underfunding of public education. This is a piece of their bigger puzzle to take away governmental protection to keep our communities whole. That is what is at risk, the very heart and soul of our communities. And get it's not even irony, blatant hypocrisy. These are the same folks who talk about local control. Let cities and counties be able to decide for themselves, don't have the state dictating to them. Now they want to take away our ability as cities to have requirements for affordable housing, have rent control, which has served this city so very well for so many decades. How many of us were able to come to this city decades ago because there was rent control? The artists, the musicians, the activists, and all the wonderful people who make up the fabric of San Francisco. Without rent control, given that, only 25% of San Franciscans can afford to rent market rate housing. Only 8% of San Franciscans can afford to buy market rate housing. So we're talking about the vast majority of us who will be impacted if this thing passes. So I know you're going to stay positive. I'm going to stay positive. It is within our power to defeat this horrible measure. And I know we're going to celebrate on June 3rd. Thank you again for being here. Work hard today.